Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, no face cam, no camera, no nothing. The lights are getting changed. We got to fix some stuff in the studio. But look, listen, I know you guys are happy. Look at this green, 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 and you guessed it, more green. It is looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I know literally just 48 hours ago, at some point, people were panicking, right? People were absolutely scared. You know, coins were dropping quick, Bitcoin was dropping quick. Everyone thought it is over. And well, 48 hours later, look at us, right? Things are looking fantastic. There are certain coins that are going absolutely nuclear in the last few hours, which we're going to cover. We're going to cover the market overall. What is next? Is it too late to buy? Is it time to, wait for another dip? Is it time to just get in? Or what is going on? We're going to cover everything. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this cycle, you need to either one, A, continuously do the research and get updated all the time. Number two, highly recommend joining the community, even if it's just for a couple of months. Get in before altcoin season, get out after altcoin season, just 3-4 months. Highly recommend it. Or number three, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Join someone else's community. I know most people wouldn't ever say that, but me, I'm always gonna keep it 100, right? I just want you guys to make sure that you are on top of your game and that you do not mess up this altcoin season because it will be huge, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this is going to be possibly the biggest altcoin season ever. And the reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, is because, as much as I like America and other people getting involved and this and that, the reality is the more the big boys get involved, the more regulations will be coming over the next couple of years. And if, let's say we do have another cycle in 4 years, I guarantee you by then there is going to be so many more regulations. Okay. I can promise you that, you know, sure, altcoins still might be able to pump, but I don't think people are going to be getting a 100x, a 50x, a 20x. Things are going to change. I still think next altcoin season, if things do kind of go the same, right, the every 4 years type route, then I still think there's going to be a good opportunity. But I'm telling you, this is probably going to be the last biggest cycle. Look, things are looking good. This is the pretty much the altcoin index, right? When we look at this, we see the market cap for the altcoins, right? We talked about on this channel multiple times how I believe it was going to enter somewhere in this candle. I always said roughly around 300 billion market cap. And you can see we pretty much went exactly to that. We were just 1 billion market cap off. And you can see how we are instantly reversing, right? We got a nice rejection. The candle ended over here. And 2 days later, we are already back at 350 billion market cap. So what does that mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we broke structure not too long ago, right? We broke structure, right? We went up, the retest, going to this candle, and now we are going to be going continuously up. So for me, the end is here in terms of getting good buying opportunities. That's what I truly believe. I also called out the same exact thing when we were somewhere here. I was saying, guys, listen, this is going to be literally the last great opportunity, right? When it started to expand, I was like, listen, get in, get in, get in. And then over the next couple of weeks, we were up a lot. And now calling the reversal once again. If you know and you've been subscribed on this channel multiple times, not multiple times, for a long time, you know that I have a pretty good history of calling reversals, okay? And that is just the truth. And for me, this is a reversal to be going to the upside, then probably a little bit down, and then continuing pushing up. And once we start pushing up, that is when, it is pretty much, in my opinion, too late. It's not too late. It's never going to be too late unless altcoin season, comes around. But once we kind of start getting past this, like this roughly 500 billion market cap zone, that means we are going to new territory. Okay. We are expanding. We are going to be going new territory. And it means we're pretty much going to get something of the equivalent to this, right? When we start expanding, going up, 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 up. Now, here's the thing, right? when you look at this in hindsight, you're like, oh, well, if I bought any time here, my risk to reward ratio is so much better. And that is the truth. So right now at the current moment, we are somewhere over here compared to last cycle, right? We are still a little bit lower, but we are ready to recover and we're ready to expand. Once, altcoins and this index starts expanding, that means your risk is higher, your reward is lower, and time is ticking before altcoin season comes around. That is why I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys start buying your coins now. Obviously, not a financial advisor, but like I said, I do have a good track record with the charts and its reversals. So we see that, right? When we go to altcoin dominance, right? Sorry, yeah, altcoin dominance. I talked about on the Discord how I expected a pullback when it was somewhere here, and that's exactly what happened, right? We pulled back and we are looking to be reversing. And once we start reversing with this too, right? Once the altcoin dominance starts going up, that means altcoins are going to be flying higher at a good rate, right? For me, overall, I expect us to be breaking this all-time high, right? Especially when it's closer to altcoin season or the beginning of altcoin season. And I do believe we are going to create newer highs. Now, one way we could try to see is if we do this, right? This doesn't mean it's going to necessarily be the most accurate, but we can, get a rough estimate of where we're going to go. I think we could go upwards of 30%, probably mid 20s to high 20s is where we're going to end, somewhere around this 27.5 to, I would say, 24% is where I believe the dominance will go. Obviously, we will still see when it comes down to the moment, right? We have to see. This is just speculation. Certain things I tell you are speculation based off certain evidence, certain data, certain history, while other things like the reversal, I'm saying, okay, this is what the charts say. I have experience with this and this. I'm calling the reversal right now. Okay. So this is just speculation, right? That we will end up somewhere here. Obviously, the higher, the better. I do think we will do very good this altcoin season, like I said previously, right? Bitcoin dominance is, it's doing good. I personally still want it to be going up in general, right? I still want it to be going up in general. And the reason why I say this is because the further it goes up, the harder it's going to fall, which means you're going to make more money. It is very, very simple. If you want a bigger and better altcoin season, you need to wait a little longer. Okay. I know a lot of people are being impatient, but trust me, think about it. Where in what universe, if you invested right now and you had a high, very, very high probability, pretty much a 99.9% probability of making 5x on most coins over the next few months, that is a lot. Okay. People might not think that's a lot, but here, if I go to a bank, they offer me like 2.5% a year. Well, I can make 5 times my money in just a couple months if I get in now. So people need to learn to be patient, right? Patience is a virtue and it will reward you as long as you obviously click sell, which is the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen. So look, that is it at the moment. Bitcoin dominance is still kind of indecisive. It is still chilling, right? It is still chilling. This next week or two are going to be most important for Bitcoin dominance. Like I said, we want it to be going up because the further it goes up, the harder it's going to fall. I do still think, based off my data and prediction, that we are going to reach around the 69%. And once we start falling, we are going to be falling hard, as we see here with altcoin season when it last started, right? We saw some coins already pumping late March, and then pretty much, some coins peaked in April and then beginning of May. And we can see we dropped was that 20 something percent? No, 35% over 2 months. So we will definitely be falling harder, right? If we go up somewhere here and we fall even down to, a big level here, that is 31%. But remember, we're dealing with a lot more money. If we fall down to these levels, 43%. If we create new lower lows, we might fall down even 50%. Bigger fall, more money. Just be patient. Good news is around the corner.